1,
2,
no,
3.
Oh, because the sphincter is like the muscle that controls. It's not just.
I think at least 4 or 5.
That's awesome, dude. Good sphincter count.
That's awesome, dude.
Okay, microwave.
Anyway, who knows what they're doing to you? And so now, if you're a hypochondriac like me, every time you use a microwave, you WebMD whatever itches on you, and then it's a different kind of cervical issue.
I was in 9th grade, there was a kid who was very pale. And during geometry, there was a microwave in the back of the class, and Coach Burke would let him, go ahead and warm up his food for lunch before the bell. And this kid his name was Nathan, he would just stare into the microwave for the whole minute 30 that his little hungry man was warming up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like staring.
And my Coach Burke would always say, like, man.
It's like people who are obsessed
don't stare into the microwave.
with the void, with oblivion. Yeah. They stare into death.
I've actually mentioned this on the podcast before. I'll have Bluetooth headphones on and I'll go near a microwave and they start cutting out.
Yeah. That's because that's
maybe
ghosts.
Microwaves are portals to other,
That's actually not that scary. Can I start my counterpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go.
Rebuttal. Okay. Why be scared of the unknown, I guess is my rebuttal to your point.
Yeah.
Why not embrace it? You're an adventurous type, I'd say, Anna.
I am.
I'd say you are open to new opportunities. And
they open themselves to me.
Yeah, it's a
symbiotic
relationship. You are a pest and it is a hippo.
Yeah.
And the hippo in this scenario is a big tub of wonder.
Oh.
And it's beautiful.
I like that.
And so don't be so scared of the unknown. In conclusion, don't be so scared of the unknown. I just think that, we don't know how microwaves work, but they make our food warm. And that's a good thing, objectively.
Yeah, it's a good
thing. They might be a portal
Yeah.
onto the synthetic moon that you so greatly desire to see up close and poisonal.
Yeah.
So I would say what's scarier than that is the definite possibility that when you open your freezer, something's going to fall out and freeze you to the ground until you die.
Yeah.
And you're going to be frozen to the ground until you die, and you're going to die, and you're going to die.
And best case scenario is when I open the door that a couple of trays of ice cubes that are empty because I don't refill my ice trays are just going to clatter to the floor and scream at me and be loud and clatter. And I'm going to be like, I feel bad because I don't refill my ice trays. I'm irresponsible.
You put broccoli in them.
And your ice cream's upside down and your freezer wasn't working one day and it melted. It melted.
Oh no, my mint.
So it's anything but mint in your ice cream.
I know you don't like mint.
But that's scary for me is mint chocolate chip.
Okay.
So that's scary for me.
Nikki, rebuttal.
Here's the thing is you even said it that it's a guarantee that something's gonna fall out at you.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
And here's the deal. It is a guarantee 99% of the time that stuff in that freezer it's gonna be cold.
Prove it.
It's gonna be cold. There's the off chance that
is that your statistic?
A weather system comes through and knocks out the power. I get it. Or you keep the ice cream too close to the cold holes in the back of it, right? That's a problem we have for a little bit. But when you put food in the microwave, you can put it as any amount of time, and you have no idea what temperature that thing's coming out as.
It's going to be relatively similar to other microwave
Not true.
It will be slightly different.
Because they don't, ice, the freezer cools it from the outside in. The microwave cooks it from the inside out. And so you could touch it.
That can't be true.
I might have it backwards.
Wait, microwaves are from the inside out?
No, it heats the moisture in the food.
It rotates particles.
Okay,
it's like magnet.
None of us know.
I'll make ravioli, and it's cold on the inside.
It's like positive and negative electrons that are shot, and so the positive and negative electrons of moisture of water within the food, they get rotated.
Okay, you are a Poindexter.
That causes friction.
Listen, you know what else shoots electrons? The Large Hadron Collider in Geneva, Switzerland, and France. That they're pretty sure might make mini black holes that sink to the middle of the Earth and suck up enough matter to effectively black hole.
Let's go there. Don't you want to go to a black hole?
Why are we experimenting with these things?
That's what I'm wondering. I think microwaves were entry-level Large Hadron Colliders. If you mix up the letters, it's Large Hadron Collider, and I laugh about that.
I don't like technology.
No, but I do know that you like adventure, and what's more adventure than going into a black hole?
Okay.
Goodness gracious. Imagine.
I do. If I could get a snorkel and
what if you were the first person to go through a black hole and see what on the other end of it.
My question is, what are you more surprised to see when you open it? The microwave or the freezer? That's kind of what I want to say.
What are you more surprised?
Being spooked has to do with surprise.
No,
if I got locked in either of them, which would be awful? Which would be worse?
Are you kidding me? The freezer.
To have my moisture particles rotated in friction?
Or
Could you
freezing
imagine
to death.
Putting a sparrow in a microwave for 45 seconds?
They kind of do the opposite.
First of all, that is not at all what I'm posing.
They kind of do
That's not
the
my
opposite.
debate. That's yours.
We can agree they do the opposite because microwaves kind of get stuff moving and freezers really slow
you down.
Yeah.
Slow your blood.
We can agree on that.
Slow your blood. We can
They're
agree.
opposite.
And the freezer will slow you down even if you... Because that's not what I'm posing. It's not what I'm debating. That being in a freezer is worse than being in a microwave. That's
a different thing entirely.
And I think what's scary is the reality of a freezer. Did you know, this is my statistic,
Please.
100% of the time you open the freezer, something falls out.
Yeah.
Okay?
100%.
And most of the time, what do you keep on the door of your freezer? Me, ice cube tray.
Ice pack.
Ice. Do you keep an ice cube tray there as well?
Not the door.
Okay, but
That's
it's close to
crazy.
the edge.
We keep a lot of naan.
Okay.
You have frozen naan?
Yeah.
I
Then I
love
put it in the
naan.
toaster, which is not a scary appliance.
No, the toaster we can all is docile. We understand it.
We get it. It does
Okay.
one thing, it does
I
it
did
well.
like the brave little toaster growing up.
Here's what I'm saying to you, Anna. Adventure, the unknown, not scary. We like our food heated up. We don't like being frozen to the ground and dying a certain death.
Okay.
And 100% of the time, something's going to fall. Least, it's going to stub your toe.
I
Most,
don't
it's
like
gonna kill
being
you.
cold.
I have a statistic.
Okay.
My other one was that 99% thing. That was just a figure of speech. That wasn't a statistic.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
that's-
statistic is that
It's the thick.
microwaves caused Chernobyl.
Microwaves caused Chernobyl.
Yep, they started that whole process.
Certainly a mishap, not
Yeah.
just an ordinary microwave.
But
Microwave started a chain
I
reaction
mean,
of electrons.
it was in the break room, and I mean, it could have. I mean, I've been in a break room with a microwave. That could have been the next Chernobyl.
Yeah, but we don't know how many deaths.
Shit.
We don't know how many deaths freezers have caused. It's literally innumerable. We can't count them.
We can't count them.
That's why it's not my
Think about
statistic.
the Ice Age.
That's why it's not my statistic, is because there is no record of how many deaths have been caused. It's like a hippo. I cite the hippo again.
right.
We don't know how many deaths hippo have caused because it's innumerable throughout human history. And for the hundreds of years that humans have been a real thing,
Yeah.
or for the millions, I don't know.
Okay, but how scary are big waves in the ocean when you're in it?
Macro waves?
Yeah, scary.
Scary.
So microwave should be nothing.
No. Like a normal size wave, that's nothing. But when things get really tiny, then they're scary.
Okay, I think they're cuter.
No.
And
think
cute.
about germs.
Germs. They could get right up in your holes.
I think, but you know what they say is that you should expose babies to germs more. Because then they'll have better
But
immune
they tell
systems.
So they
pregnant
fight
women.
against
But
them.
they tell pregnant women to not stand by microwaves. But pregnant women can stand by the freezer.
But do you know what they also tell pregnant women not to do? Get their feet frozen to the ground, fall over, break their knees, and die.
Yeah, they do say avoid ice.
Seriously.
You want to slip.
Okay, boys.
That was a good
This is
debate.
heated.
Oh, I really stand behind mine.
Okay, I have a decision, and it's a really painful one to make.
Okay, I'm really eager.
So, I mean, this started out talking about my registry. The truth is that neither of you have painted any picture that is scarier than the actual terror I feel when I face my blender.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I'm still more afraid of my blender than I am my microwave or my freezer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So you're giving yourself.
Sorry.
Do you know
ladies.
how loud a blender is, especially on the pulse mode?
The loud.
It could take my hand off.
You know what else is loud is the freezer getting ice out when you do chunky ice.
Do you know how much of a mess it would be to clean up if I forgot to put the lid on my blender when I make my zouk
What about a
soup?
mess when you don't have a cup in your hand, but you press the ice disposal
What
thing?
about the
You
mess?
think I can afford a fridge like that?
What about the mess of any bowl of SpaghettiOs?
Oh, you gotta wipe it down. Okay, how about this? When you're in the break
Wait,
room.
this is... Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, what?
I'm just scared. That's all.
Oh, he's terrified. Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I am ultimately, at the end of the day, still more afraid of my blender. But speaking of my wedding registry, one of my absolute favorite gifts on my wedding registry was my microwave.
Okay.
My microwave is teal.
Yeah, your microwave's cute.
And it's cute. It's really petite and like it's teal and it powers off. You have to turn it on with a button, so it's energy
It's very
efficient.
manual. It's very manual.
And it's very manual.
It's not a robot,
and
it's a machine.
it's like driving a tractor.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like when I walk into my kitchen and I see my microwave, I go, oh, yes. So if it has to be between the freezer and the microwave, like I am team microwave all the way, which means my freezer is more scary.
Yeah. Boom.
You know what? That's fair. I should have thought about
Again,
that.
Nikki,
because I know you like your
Nikki,
microwave.
you didn't. And honestly, we're gonna need to post a picture of my microwave.
I do know you like your microwave, and I like your microwave, and that's
Thank
fair.
you to Laura and Victoria who got me my microwave for my wedding.
I just want to be clear so I win this fair and square. It's not because you are already more scared of your microwave. It's because my debate won.
No, I just have a cute microwave.
Come on, I'll still take it. I don't care.
But so therefore, by proxy, you get the win.
I didn't say this at the time, but the freezer by itself is not an appliance. It's part of the whole unit, I would say. I wish I would have said that earlier.
Yeah, you botched this
I don't
debate.
care. I won. My debate was so solid. I posed certain death.
My favorite thing that you said was that my freezer is me size because I eat my weight in frozen food every
Guys,
day.
you know how
take that back.
how dour I can be. You know I like to read. You should have said the oven, like Sylvia Plath.
Oh, and I can see the bell jar from
I've got the bell jar on my
chair.
shelf. Actually, it's not on the shelf.
Yes, it is. It's right there. Middle shelf to the right.
Yeah, bell shark. Bell
shark.
Bell shark.
Backsliding.
Even scarier.
Backsliding bell shark.
Sylvia Plath backslid.
Yeah, she stuck her head in the oven.
She wrote that book about how electrotherapy
suicide.
can help you.
I don't know about help, but
Well,
it was
no,
at
she
least...
wrote it about how it really helped, and then she killed herself. Spoiler alert: Sylvia Plath killed herself.
I need to reread that book.
It's a great one.
I want to do ketamine.
All right. On that note, what did we learn this week?
This week I learned that if you bat your eyes at the bus driver, you might not have to pay a fare.
Did that happen? Did you really get away with that?
It happens a lot.
You're a sneaky one.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And
sneaky.
someone finally found
I'm scrappy. I'm not sneaky. I'm just scrappy and cheap.
You're a scraper.
What about you?
Scrape by. I learned that it was Nick's brother's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Garrett.
Happy birthday, Garrett.
What did you learn?
What did I learn? I learned that other people experience the same thing that I feel when I listen to the podcast, that it's hard to tell Ian and I apart sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This is Ian. Sorry about that.
Your wives say the same thing. It's hard to tell you guys apart.
Are you serious? That's another thing we have in common on the unending list of things Nick and I have in common.
Yeah.
Stop. I have FOMO. I want to have
because-
more things in common.
You want to be like us?
Yeah.
No wonder.
I just don't want to be left out.
That explains a lot.
I never want to be left out.
We could
Hey, Nick,
we
let's
could
go,
get you
man.
some tighter pants.
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, I wear the baggiest pants.
You do.
anyways.
Between the two or three of us, you wear the
You
baggiest
do,
pants.
but I'm in second place. I've gotten some baggy ones lately.
Okay.
I just want to own that.
Okay.
You could have that.
All right. This is Masters of the Debate. If you've hung with us till this point,
Is that
God
the-
help you.
Is that the name of our podcast?
Masters of the Debate.
Yeah.
Is that it? After a million shows? No, after 15 shows. Sorry,
Whatever.
Sorry to ridicule.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Masters of Debate is performed and created by Anna, Nick, and Ian. Our handle on Instagram is @MastersOfDebate, and you could email us at mastersofdebatepodcast@gmail.com. Our logo is created by Kevin Kobos, and our theme song was made by our good friend Colin Fox. And every week, these are edited by Ian Brown. Thanks for tuning in.